field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And this carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Just a 30-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over.
38-yard line.
What? Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
You're not going to do none of that. You hang it up.
Stop. Man in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace. I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
You said what?
Absolutely.
In some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
What's been keeping Jackie Christie going?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense. And he's taken down.
All right.
So much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Boom. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your damn mouth. Yeah. Yeah.
An 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, black.
The Cowboys
Yeah,
are an
black
extra
power.
point away from tying the football game. I think it's fair to
Yeah.
say there's nothing that gets a crowd to
Yeah.
its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right
Yeah,
plays,
yeah, whatever.
assignments, misdirections, and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up in the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They be like 50 years old arguing with 30-year-olds.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the
That was tough.
last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 31. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. Now it's Herbert.
His ass down before you get him hurt.
And he goes down. Darren Lee.
Shut up.
Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's got his man in.
We'll shut that down here shortly.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Here's Herbert.
Son, get the hell out of here. Yeah, wrong with you.
He's going to get this one to the 23-yard.
Shut up.
They thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. An interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. Give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Second and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20.
Dumb crap out of here, boy. Too damn active.
Great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys.
Jay got a super team, and he thought he was gonna blow me out. But look at the score team.
Can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
You know, well, you not gonna put no 50 points on me, son. He get mad.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they're not going to catch him. He's in.
It was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, they loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one in.
Are you kidding me?
Too much contact to hold on to that one. And
It's a really nice try. That was a dot.
Another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you? 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Then the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's still get the first down. They love being physical.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now to the touchdown, Zerline. They're kicking away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? the end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football. Everything else should go from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was really like the older father figure.
From the gun, Herbert. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, it's usually a good matchup for him.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it is caught. He wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions,
When you have plenty of people in the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
and out of the backfield gets in for the score. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
But I will say she still is very sensitive. 29-yard line. There's a doorbell. There she is.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he did on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside gain. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
I'm very happy to have this conversation so much because The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On first down, it's Herbert. And it is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert back to the air. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
That's what you get for trying to love some cheese.
The second half breaks as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Why are you trying to run cheese?
So probably should have opted for the touchback.
You just trying to cheese me.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cowboys.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Go time, baby. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Cowboys 35, Bears 28.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Herbert off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had
That's a punt.
Right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
You need to answer the phone.
better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Robinson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Bears' 7-yard line.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Eluding the pressure right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Herbert throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6.
To the air again, Herbert. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run with Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. One more time with Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Khalif Raymond now. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's still fighting forward. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Dallas.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Room here to run. And off the field. To the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. He's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times, Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Kevin King there defensively.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Bears, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Go.